Hello besties. In today's video I wanted to share some of my somewhat offensive K-pop opinions. Disclaimer, these are just my opinions. If you get triggered easily, please click off this video. If any of these opinions come off as rude, or I haven't worded it properly, please tell me in the comments. Also, some of the clips I used in the video are irrelevant to the opinions. So yeah, let's get into it. Just because an idol likes to present themselves in a sexy manner does not mean they don't mind being sexualized. Most fans don't get the difference between saying someone's sexy hot and actual sexualizing. Saying someone looks sexy or hot is totally fine, not to a minor though. Even I might say an idol looks particularly attractive. But that's not what sexualizing is. One's Chaeyon isn't the best performer. Chaeyon is a phenomenal dancer, I'll give you that, but being good at dancing doesn't mean you have great stage presence. I heard a lot about how sensational Chaeyon's stage presence is, or how remarkable of a performer she is, but she barely stands out to me when I am watching izone's performances. The most tedious thing about Chaeyon's performances is the lack of facial expressions. The only facial change she has in the entire performance is just smiling when she has to sing or rap. I think the most noticeable thing in Chaeyon's performances is her dancing. It's really good, don't get me wrong. She could easily be one of the best female dancers in the 4th gen, but her stage presence isn't spectacular compared to other members within izone and other idols within 4th gen groups. Becoming a K-pop fan does not mean that you can't be racist or xenophobic towards Koreans. I don't know why a lot of K-pop fans act like they can't be xenophobic once they like K-pop. Like no, just because you like a music genre from Korea, you don't automatically become open to Koreans. I have seen a lot of K-pop fans babying and protecting their idols, and at the same time, talk trash about the GP of Korea. Not all idols are talented in songwriting and producing. That could be the reason why they don't make their own songs, not because the company is restricting them. I see a lot of onces complaining about how JYP is not letting Tzuyu write their song, because remember when Tzuyu said her song or the lyrics she wrote got rejected? Hasn't the thought that she weren't good enough at writing songs go through your mind? Well, I would rather have a song with great lyrics and meaning which was written by an experienced songwriter than a song that makes no sense, but is written by my idol. I don't find hwasa attractive. But more importantly, I don't understand how her body type is the only realistic or ideal body type. I don't understand why hwasa's body shape is so much praised. It is her natural body shape, just like how Rose has a naturally skinny body. Just because hwasa's body is thicker than the normal idol doesn't make her body type to be ideal or healthy. Y'all are the same people who are against the Korean beauty standards, but why are you talking about ideal body types? Stop calling people a koreaboo for genuinely wanting to learn Korean or more about Korean culture. If anything, I think it would suggest that they are not a koreaboo, since most koreaboos have no respect for Korea or Koreans and cannot read Hangul, Korean alphabet, and don't actually make any attempt at learning and instead just fetishize. Take Ollie London as an example. Lol. Koreaboos are disgusting and should absolutely be called out, but stop calling people koreaboos for watching a video about Korean history or something equally ridiculous. Maybe they just find it interesting. K-pop will go downhill after these 3rd gen groups disband. Not gonna lie, 3rd generation groups are the main character of the K-pop industry. 4th gen is not really it. None from the 4th gen have that potential to continue what BTS, Blackpink, Twice, EXO, redvelvet and many more big 3rd gen groups have done. 4th gen groups aren't making marks like 2nd gen and 3rd gen. No generation can top 3rd gen honestly. When Twice, redvelvet, Blackpink, BTS disbands, that's my cue to pack up and leave K-pop. LMAO. JK lol stay for G idol. Stop praising male idols from doing bare minimum. A male idol didn't look at a female idol's boobs? Great, they are not supposed to do that. You don't need to praise them for something that they are not supposed to do. This really annoys me. Your idols aren't kings for not staring at another female idol's boobs. That's literally just them being respectful. They don't need to be praised because then they will think that they need to be praised for it. Lisa shouldn't make her solo debut this year. I am sorry, but I think this year should be reserved for Rose. I remember browsing through the comment section of On the Ground and fans were basically like, we know Rose's debut isn't going to rack up more views than Lisa's, but let's do our best. And I honestly felt sour. Obviously, in regards to streaming, it doesn't matter whether Lisa's solo comes out this year or in 2045, but at least if they postponed it to next year it wouldn't overshadow Rosé so much. Of course, all this could have been solved if YG had just given Rosé her solo 2 years ago. Also, it will cause even more drama between Blinks. I can already see solo stans making this whole thing about views and popularity. And of course, unfortunately, I believe most of the backlash will be thrown towards Rosé. Call me a snake, but I can understand policies like no attendance, no award. I'm not saying that there weren't non-attendees that didn't deserve an award, only that it makes sense to me that shows like Mama would give awards to the idols who make the effort to show up, rather than ignoring the awards show completely. And yes, I know that SM and YG Entertainment have some kind of beef with Mama, but you cannot tell me that only SM and YG idols refuse to go. In addition, one would think that if Mama wanted to be petty, they'd eradicate all SM and YG idols from nominations. But well, you don't have to bring down an idol to uplift another. Like yes, call out hypocrisy but don't bring down someone else. One time fans got mad SNSD Yuri was called best body. Everyone immediately jumped and said she's unhealthy and a bad example. Jennie is the best because she's healthy. Like man with light skin tone face palming. Also, there's one time I made an unpopular opinion video and I said that Seulgi is not the best dancer that y'all are making her be, and someone commented saying no, Seulgi is the best dancer, she's a really good dancer. Unlike Mina. Mina isn't a good dancer. Just because she used to do ballet doesn't mean she's a good dancer. Like, bitch. There is just so many times people have done this. Even I have been guilty of this. Views are no longer relevant. They used to be when we were all honest about it. We as in fans and the company. But I highly doubt anyone was ever honest about anything in K-pop, so. We all know YG put Blackpink's MVs in the people and blogs category, when it should be music. People and blogs ensures that it'll count as a view as long as you're 3 seconds into the MV. We all know YouTube will delete views anyway, and I don't doubt there's some cheating here and there on both sides. But I'm not speaking for everyone. Also, staying up all night to stream a song is fucking weird. If you do that, you need to take a step back and reevaluate your life. Okay, that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I have more opinions, but I know no one would watch a long ass video, so yeah. Please like and subscribe. Leave some of your opinions in the comments. So yeah, bye. Smiley face.